Hey everyone, Paul Karchner here. Today we're diving into something almost nobody in this space talks about, but the top 1% absolutely live by this: engagement scoring. Engagement scoring is tracking investor behavior and knowing exactly where every single lead is at all times. If your investor list feels like they're just a bunch of random names in spreadsheets, this video is going to change everything that you do. Let's jump right into it. The biggest leak in most capital raiser systems is this. And here's the truth, I'm telling you. Most capital raisers treat their entire list the exact same way. They send the same emails, take the same follow-up approach, and expect the same results. And then they wonder why raising capital feels like pushing a boulder uphill. But investors aren't equal. Some open every email you send, some click every link, some fill out your forms, some register for your webinars, some visit your website or landing pages, and others, they're cold, silent, not engaged. So here's the mindset shift that you need. Your job isn't to raise capital from everyone. Even though you might think it is, it's not. Your job is to identify who is ready. And that is who you should be spending your precious time with. And how do you know who to spend your time with? You can know that with using engagement scoring. That's what we're going to talk about today. So, what is engagement scoring? Engagement scoring is simply this. So, it's assigning points to actions that show and qualify interest from someone. For example, here's a perfect example. Someone opens an email. You give them 1 point. Maybe they click on a link. Give them 3 points. They watch your webinar, maybe 10 points. They book a call, 15 points, so on and so forth. Maybe they fill out your investor questionnaire form, maybe give them 25 points. They give you a soft commitment, give them 50 points. Now imagine sorting your entire database from the least engaged to the most engaged lead. And then suddenly you stop guessing who's ready. You can literally see who's rising to the top inside of your system. So inside of Capitallyst Pro, this is entirely automated. Your system tells you who's ready without them ever saying a word. So why does this matter? Number one, you stop wasting your time on people who haven't opened your last 14 emails. Number two, you can predict who's most likely to invest into your next deal. And number three, follow-up becomes simple. It becomes predictable, systematic. It's no longer a cold email or a phone call asking if they're ready to invest. Number four, you stop having a hope list. You start having a real pipeline. Engagement scoring is the difference between raising capital with stress and raising capital with confidence. So here's one of the secrets behind a predictable raise. Let's talk about the behaviors you should be tracking every single day inside of your system. So email opens. If someone opens 60% or more of your emails, consider that a warm lead. Maybe they click a link. If they click the link, they're curious. If they click twice, they're interested, right? These are all hypothetical. But maybe they fill out a form, your new investor form, your accredited investor questionnaire. Those are massive investor signals, okay? So webinar registrations, even if they don't attend the webinar, they registered, that's engagement. Webinar attendance, this is a huge investment that they're showing. People don't spend an hour with you unless they care. Maybe they visited your website or landing page. Multiple visits mean they're thinking seriously. They're doing their research. If you have a video on your page, inside of Capitallyst Pro, you can actually track their watch time. And then you can use that information to add points to their engagement score and even trigger other automations. When you track all of this, you stop operating in the dark. Your system shows you exactly where people are in their investor journey. All right, so this next section is very important. This is building your investor dashboard. This is where everything comes together, because if you're not tracking it, you don't know about it. So inside of Capitallyst Pro, you can build an investor dashboard that gives you complete visibility. You get a full pipeline view with stages like maybe it's cold lead, new lead, warm lead, hot lead. They offered a soft commitment, hard commitment, they funded your deal. Those are some examples. You also see your pipeline value. How much potential capital is actually sitting in your funnel right now? Maybe you didn't even realize you've got $2, $3, $4 million in warm and hot leads just sitting in your pipeline. You can track soft commitment, the totals. This becomes your investor forecast, and you get your dedicated hot lead list, the people you should be emailing and contacting consistently. So what if I told you could log into Capitallyst Pro every single morning and the system can tell you who to call, who to text, or who to schedule an appointment with based on their actions and engagement scoring? What would that do for you? How much time would that save you? And ultimately, how much money would that make you? I see it all the time. Capital raisers, they get out their phone, look at their spreadsheet, contact list, and just start at the top and work their way down. What a complete waste of time. What if based on engagement, the system could segment those lists, segment those leads, and through automation, give you that every single day? So I know this sounds completely crazy. You might be thinking, shouldn't I be sending emails to everyone and contacting everyone on my list? The answer is yes, but it's also no, okay? Especially for emailing. Those who are engaged with your emails will continue to open and click, and that boosts your email domain's reputation. It boosts your engagement scoring, and it increases the rate that your emails for other people or cold leads will get into their inbox. So early on inside of your CRM process, make sure that you're sending your emails to engaged leads to make sure that later on you can send your emails to cold leads. I'm telling you, this is so underrated. When you consistently email your warm and hot lists, people who actually open your emails, your email reputation skyrockets. This means more cold leads get your emails and fewer land in their spam. Your campaigns get stronger and raising capital actually becomes easier over time. Most people destroy their reputation with cold email blasts and low open rates to unengaged people. But you, when you email your hottest leads consistently, your IP warms up naturally. You're training the platforms like Google, Yahoo, Outlook to trust you. So when your next deal goes live, your emails land straight in people's inboxes. This is the long game, but that's how the pros do it. Now we're going to talk about soft commitments. This is your predictive capital raising engine. Once someone hits a certain engagement score, your CRM should guide them toward a soft commitment. Soft commitments are your crystal ball. They tell you who's serious, how much they're planning to invest, and how close you are to funding your next deal. This is what gives you confidence. It gives your partners confidence. It gives your lenders confidence. This is how you go from emotional to mathematical. If you have a qualified soft commitment list and told a partner that you had $5 million in soft commitment in your pipeline, do you think you would ever have to look for a deal again? People would be flocking your way and knocking at your door. This is the power of owning your list and knowing where everybody is at. So people tell me all the time that they can do this exact thing with spreadsheets and their cell phone, and that's true. I think we have all done that in the past and it works for a little bit. But then there becomes a time where you've tapped your network, you get burned out from doing it all, and there are better ways to give you more time to build relationships with people and the right people. So let the CRM do the heavy lifting and the work for you. At the end of the day, capital raising is not about chasing people. It's not a multi-level marketing scheme. It's about building a system that shows you who is ready, when they're ready, and what you should do next. Engagement scoring, pipeline tracking, soft commitments, list segmentation, consistent outreach. If you want to raise like a real professional, this is the only way. And if you want a CRM built by capital raisers for capital raisers, this is the exact thing that Capitallyst Pro was built for. So stop messing around, wasting your time, and get serious about the game. So go ahead, hit subscribe, drop a link, and tell me what you want to hear next. We have a ton of resources and links in the description below, so check those out as well. I'll see you on the next one.